Good morning, everyone. How are you? It's Monday. I hope we're ready to get going. Did you have a good weekend? Yeah, I did. It was a great weekend. But now we're getting back at it. So, awesome, awesome, awesome. Thanks for being here. I'm excited to see you all every time we come out. Come on. So, I think that I'm going to start doing on Fridays a card reading for whoever wants to say that they want a reading. And I'll probably just randomly pick a deck and give you a reading. So good morning, Debbie. Mwah. So glad you're here. So on Fridays, I'm thinking about doing it in the afternoon Central Time, maybe 4:35-ish. So people that are at work or something can be able to get home and come see it. And then maybe it's a better time. But I'll put an announcement out and I'll let everybody know for sure. But I'd like to do it every Friday for us to just do a one card reading. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? So this Friday again, but I'm going to change the time. I'm going to put it in the afternoon, and I hope that works for everybody. And if not, then I'm sorry. I'm trying to bounce around to see what different times work best for the majority of the people. So for now, for today, we're going to do this deck, Angelic Messenger Cards. And I must say, this may be very well one of the first decks I ever got of oracle cards. It's a different type of deck. And I got it really from my mother. And then we played with this deck and worked with this deck together. So let me let you know what this deck's about. The cards are different. They're long. And this is the card that showed up today. They're very long. This one says number 29, Introspection. Introspection. So what it says here about introspection, and it's broken out in present, challenge, angelic message, spiritual opportunity, and then application. So this is a lovely flower, for one thing. Can you see it? So let's talk about introspection. Appreciating that nature is teaching you to value life as a spiritual process. Yeah, we are part of nature, aren't we? You have drawn this card because you have entered a period of rapid internal spiritual change. These changes may be manifesting in your life as an insatiable desire to read and learn from books, a longing to travel, or perhaps a desire to move or vacation in places offering a very different landscape. Your shifting internal landscape may also be recognizable through sudden mood shifts or the abrupt emergence of ideas, compulsions, feelings, or desires that are entirely new to you. Energy is on the move in your being, and nature is the catalyst to help you learn. This card comes to you to tell you that nature has an important gift for you that will encourage your spiritual awakening. Wow. So I'm going to put what you said up here on the screen, Debbie. Debbie says, had a really cool moment in nature this morning. Yeah, nature is here for us. It's all about us. We are part of nature, and nature is part of us. So this must sound pretty good to you so far, huh? Shifting internal landscape may also be recognizable through sudden mood shifts, abrupt emergence of ideas, compulsions, feelings, or desires that are entirely new to you. How many of us have experienced that lately? I know I have. And I've been getting so much. It's like, I don't know where to go first. And then that kind of makes me overwhelmed. So then I ended up going, I don't know what to do. So you just have to take it little piece at a time. So the angelic message for introspection: the planet Earth is specifically a reality of choice. Each day, each moment, you are presented with choices. The planet is primarily water, and water is symbolic of transformation, of transforming the spirit, searching for God within. Your body is also largely water. And so, without any effort on your part, your life is destined for spiritual awakening because all your choices lead inevitably toward the spiritual realm. Wow. Humanity's process of spiritual awakening is coming to a head as nature seeks to touch those compassionate humans who understand their relationship to all living things. Humanity needs to regulate its activities, and in so doing, to be able to reestablish meaningful and lasting relationships with the natural order of life. You are part of this process, being further awakened yourself and also seeking to awaken others to function in desirable stewardship roles. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. So Christina is saying we're having our first snowfall this morning. Usually that signals going within to me. Yes, 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 yes. This is a very timely card, isn't it? As they all are, right? You are aware that you have choices in your life, even if you are unaware of the spiritual basis of these choices. When you look deeply into any aspect of nature, any animal, plant, or tree, for instance, you may wonder what choices these living things have. Nature's choices involve either growing toward or away from close ties with humanity. But these choices may take many years to manifest. Human choices, by contrast, can change the planet in a matter of moments or a few years. Nature has little control in the short term over the choices that humanity makes, even when these choices portend disaster. Nature is vulnerable to external predators, namely humanity. Humanity is vulnerable to internal predators, its own fear and lack of spiritual presence. Man, speak, God, speak. We, your angelic teachers, are suggesting that you and all of humanity are vulnerable to both positive and negative change. When you recognize feelings of love for nature waking up inside you, you have heard nature's urgent pleas to help create a mutually supportive, lasting physical and spiritual environment. You are being asked to accept nature's gift of a shared future, and you are being urged to awaken to the needs of the life around you. Okay, that's something to think of. That's a powerful message from the angels. Thank you so much. So now there's more. There's spiritual opportunity. The guidance coming to you through this flower image is to open to the fully present and power of your life and to accept your role as a steward on the earth. You are being encouraged to unfold into the full and glorious nature of your life as this flower is doing symbolically. Can you see can you see it? It's like opening up piece by piece, section by section. You're being urged to listen to your heart and to observe life around you in order to sense the true significance of the choices being asked of you. Nature is seeking to teach you primarily to be observant of the subtle as well as the obvious. As the ant, caterpillar, butterfly our field mouse must continually sense and observe its environment for predators. You also are required to continually observe your internal environment for predators. Your predators are a lack of attention to the quality of your life, a lack of love in making choices that affect nature's well-being, a preoccupation with your own needs regardless of the cost to other living things, and or a lack of compassion and respect for all life. You are being urged to truly observe your own inner nature as part of the larger natural world you are being called upon to protect. Yeah, Debbie, you got this right there. Wow. Wow. It's like, this is really like in your face message. How are you going to respond? What are you going to do? Introspection is extremely important. And you take that introspection, you just dissect every piece in your life, how it's working for you, and how it is that you are supporting nature, so that nature can continue to be there to support us. So, okay, so here's the application. I think it's a lot of what I just said. Train yourself to look closely at life, absorbing both the positive and the negative, the life enhancing and the life diminishing. Choose a plant or an animal to watch it, and watch it for 15 minutes. Choose a plant or an animal and watch it for 15 minutes. If you are observing a plant, become that plant in your imagination. Imagine that you have petals, buds, and roots. Close your eyes and feel your roots reaching out into the soil and your leaves opening to the fresh air and sunshine. Imagine you have bloomed and that now your life force is being withdrawn back into your essence. Notice the changes you feel through this introspective process. Wow. Hi, Diane. Yay, I'm glad you're here. If you choose to watch an animal for those 15 minutes, try to imagine what it would feel like to be that animal. Try holding your attention in the same way as the animal does. Relish the food you eat. Try walking with stealth and caution. Wait, watch, and listen with all your senses focused on a subtle movement. As you open your imagination to show other forms of life, you become more observant to the subtle shifts in your own life. So 2 thoughts came to me as I was reading this. First off, if you take the time to observe something closely for 15 minutes, a flower or an animal like it suggests here, don't be surprised that the connection between you and the flower and the animal, hi Cheryl, becomes so beautifully poignant that you can actually sense what the flower is saying to you or what the animal is saying to you. That's how people are animal communicators. And that's how in my teaching you how to channel class, when you hold a flower and spend time with a flower or a crystal, you actually get a message from those things. So it's like really, really connecting in, putting all of your old stuff aside and being one with the flower, animal, or even the crystal that you're working with at the time. They all have messages for us. Everything is a sentient being, everything. So it's really interesting. And for the animal, in order to, I noticed for myself, I went to the zoo because I'm an artist. Duh. Hello, over here. And we were drawing with a group of ladies, and we were drawing the tigers and the lions in their cage. And the more time I spent on my drawing, getting the full essence down of that lion with its muscular shape and its power and its beauty in its face and the stripes on its throughout its body and the hugeness of its paws. You become one with that animal, and you really have a very, very deep appreciation of the power, the strength, the beauty of what animal life, plant life, crystal and stone life brings to help support us. So maybe if you draw or paint at all, you may want to take your little pencil out and your little notebook and sit there and work at. You don't have to get a perfect image of it, but you can draw down the feeling, draw the impression, draw the essence of what you're receiving from that plant or from that animal or even from the stone, from this beautiful stone. Amazing how that works, because we are magic. We are made. We are a spark of the divine. So there's nothing that we can't do, that we're not able to tap into if we just let ourselves. And it takes introspection at times to get us kick-started. Let us be us. You be you. Okay, wow, let me know what you think. Tell me what you have to say about this. Angelic Messenger cards, aren't they awesome? This was the card, and then there's another deck I wanted to share with us. It's also one I haven't used in a long time. And this will be probably not very long, but it's Magic of Flowers. Magic of Flowers. Doesn't that fall in place beautifully with what we were doing here? And this is little cards. So I'm not really sure what card's going to show up here, but it may help us with our introspection of how we're going to relate with different things. So let's see. Magic of Flowers. Beautiful. Can you see it? It says lavender. How peaceful, how calming, how serene is lavender for us all. Not only is it healing, but it's so extremely calming. And I have a beautiful Egyptian lavender essence that's for the fifth chakra that is just super, super powerful. So let's see what this guidebook says here about lavender. Are you enjoying this reading so far today? Let me hear from you in the comments so I know that we are really spot on. Lavender. Yes, good. Thank you, Cheryl. Heal through joy. Look how ecstatically joyful she seems to be. She's in that lavender world. You be you, Cheryl. I love it. So lavender's magical specialties: clarity, cleansing, divine alignment, healing, joy, protection. Good. Sniff lavender while I read about it. Wonderful. Relaxation, stress relief, relationship healing, releasing guilt and shame. Did you know that lavender did that? Helped you with that? Releasing pain. Releasing pain, advocated with unrequited love. Diane says, I've grown my own lavender in my garden for years. Yes. And when you brush past that lavender, doesn't it smell wonderful? It and rosemary. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. The overall message here is to heal yourself or your current situation through joy. While happiness comes and goes, joy is your natural state. When you are aligned with your true infinite state and your connection with the all that is, no matter what emotions may arise within you, joy underlies it all. Indeed, joy is an expansive openness that recognizes that all feelings and experiences can be beautiful as long as they are flowing and completely felt. When we hang on to them or suppress the full experience of them out of fear or unwillingness to go deep, that is when the discomfort appears. Not when we simply feel our feelings fully, let them go, and then bravely open up to the next beautiful lessons and experience that lie along our path. Imagine that, like the woman in the picture, you are standing in a field of fragrant, blossoming lavender. Notice the blossoms glowing in the sunlight, buzzing with bees, and gently swaying in the light wind. And feel these wise, compassionate beings caressing you with their pure and healing vibration. Feel and know that this vibration is moving throughout your energy field and the entire pattern of your life, creating positive shifts within you and in the fabric of your reality. Allow this to happen. Hi, Kathleen. Yes, lavender. I'm going to put that up there because we all heart lavender. There is no comparison to lavender. Absolutely. Thank you for that. If you haven't had a good cry for a while, perhaps it's time to watch a romantic movie, listen to a heartfelt song, or read a poignant poem to open your heart chakra and remind you of the heartbreaking beauty that drenches our perception when we are open to joy. Open your heart and let yourself feel love for your friends and family, including your animal companions and any loved ones who are no longer present in this physical plane. And I also want to add, it's the Stone Kingdom, the Crystal Kingdom. Don't you love how they share their beauty with us? How they are quietly sentinel next to us all the time? Yeah, there's so many things that we have not noticed that we need to notice. Introspective from the other card is super important. Look at this one. Can you see this beauty? All of this amazing stuff. Open yourself to beauty. Open yourself to joy. Surrender to it and let it heal you on every level. The following ideas and messages may apply to your present situation. Notice any particular call out to you as I read through this. Do whatever you need to do to unstick your emotions and feel your feelings fully. Take a walk outside and connect with the beauty of all that surrounds you. Express your feelings. Do something that brings joy to your heart. Infuse your everyday actions with everyday actions and experiences with joy. Listen to music or enjoy visual art that gets your feelings flowing and brings you joy. Remind yourself of the miracle of life and the miracle that you are. Yeah, you are magic. Never forget that. Cultivate wonderment. Shift your motivation from self-punishment to joy. Yeah, we've beaten ourselves up long enough. Done that. Got the t-shirt. Move on. Shift your motivation from self-punishment to joy. Change your life focus to joy. Rearrange your life to accommodate joy. Take a warm bath with a little sea salt and essential oil of lavender, and I would say my essences, lavender essences. because they are frequency. Diffuse essential oil of lavender, or put some drops in your body lotion. So again, my lavender essences, you can put them in a candle burner like I have somewhere back there, and they don't evaporate because there's no water added to them. Spend time with lavender blossoms. Inhale the scent. Bring lavender into your garden, or take a homeopathic flower essence remedy. So that's about lavender. And I love that Diane has said this, that she's grown lavender in her garden for years, and that the rosemary side by side in my current garden around the frog pond. Isn't that lovely? We can just all step out there with her and feel it. How amazing is that? So, yeah, let's use our lavender, and let's let that lavender help us as we go through our introspection. Okay, it doesn't have to be scary. There's nothing scary about anything that we do. We are learning, we are growing, we are spiritual beings, and we are magic. And we have squelched our magic for way too long. So, how do you like these two? Isn't that awesome? This has even got the lavender's colors in it. Didn't know we were going to back it up with a card about lavender. So, yay. Okay, everyone. Love you. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget, Friday, I'm going to go live and do a reading specifically for you. If you let me know in the chat you want a reading. Yes, Cheryl. I'll put that up here. Joy is healing. Absolutely. Thank you, Cheryl. So Friday, and I think it's going to be like 5 o'clock. We're going to go live. So let me know what card you want. If you have a particular deck, maybe. If I have it, I'll get it. But if not, I'm just going to select the deck, and we're going to do some fun readings for whoever's on the call. In the meantime, I'll see you tomorrow at 10:30. Okay? Bye for now. Yay, yay, yay.